What is up? This is your boy, Anecdotal, and today my Derieri and my friends Derieri are gonna go ahead and take out Howlex. That's right, the hardest raid there is in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Now, the reason why he's so annoying is because his attack is actually pretty high, and he could actually just wipe out your team if you let him get to an ult. Chances are you're gonna go ahead and get your team wiped out. Now, as you can see here, he has like an 8k attack Derieri compared to mine, which is what, like 12k. And if I go ahead and put my Lizhawk, I can get to 13, right? Because my Lizhawk is 6/6 ult. That means I'm getting 10% of that association attack. But if I go ahead and use my Red Demon Meliodas, which is only 1/6, I only get 5%, even though I do get an attack buff. It doesn't really help as much. All you have to do really is to toggle between your association units, and you'll see which one actually gives you more stats, more attack, whatever it is, and that way you can figure that out. Some people even just use whatever they have as a 6/6 ult and then just put them as the association unit just for more stats. But we're gonna go ahead and see what's up with Derieri, both in a new person's kind of account and a free to play, somewhat long time player now of 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. If you're curious, I started playing maybe 2 or 3 weeks after launch, which is why my box is like pretty full. Like I'm on the penultimate box CC requirement thing that gives you HP. Whichever one the next to last one is, that's where I'm at. So I'm almost done. Like I have what is it, like 7 mil? I forgot what my CC is, man, but the box is almost full. Now the goal here with Derieri is obviously to build up your stacks. So the way her passive works, I probably explained it in the last video, is to make sure that you always use a skill. It could be any skill. It could be the 1 rank skill, or it can be the attack skill. As long as you use one skill every single time it's your turn, you will build up a 10% stack per skill that you use, and at max it's 10. Now those stacks do not go away, so you can have all 10 stacks and you can just keep attacking and you'll have that same 100% attack stat, which is insane and invaluable. So to try to lower the RNG for yourself, try to make sure to always leave at least one Derieri card in your hand for you to use on the next turn. And if you lose it, you know, it's really sad, but at least you were able to build up your attack to the maximum value. There definitely is some RNG involved, but I mean, just having a card is pretty good. Plus your 1-star card, it almost doesn't, wow, 388, bro, barely any stacks too. That's insane. But yeah, man, all you need to do is make sure to use any one card to continue having that buff. It is pretty sad when you lose that buff, and you will see a drop off in damage. But even your 1-star cards, man, at 3 stacks all the way up to 10 stacks, like, you will see there is a huge gap in your attack. And it's so worth it. Like, it's so worth just using your 1-star cards. Don't worry about combining. It is smart to do things like that though when you know that you have an ult coming. So if you see the amount of orbs, you have like 3 orbs, feel free to combine and then attack, and know that you're gonna have your ult up ready next, and you can do a huge attack. Now if you see Howlex is about to get completely taken down right now, you may want to go ahead and use a buff skill, because even though the boss is done, like he's down, you can still buff yourself, and that will count as a skill used and continue your stack. So as you can see right now, my stacks are still going up because I used the skill and that skill was used. If you have an attack skill after he's taken down, that attack skill, even though you technically kind of waste that card, it doesn't count as a used card, so you will lose your buff. And that's how you want to try to play Derieri. Make sure to always use a card, stack up, and try not to lose your buff. That's really all you got to do. Quite simple. Like, it's like, hey man, how do I use Derieri? Do you know how to use skills? Yeah, just use your skills, man, and try to have a skill next time. So just try to save a card maybe. And that's it. All right, let's see what kind of crazy damage we get here. Boom! 1 combo. 565. And that is from, like I said, a almost new player. I think he's only been playing for a few weeks, and that's huge damage. Dude, can you imagine 565k completely new? Like, you don't know too much about the game. Like, that's insane. That's huge damage. All right, so as you can see, I still have my stacks here. Hopefully I decide a buff here so we can go ahead and see what's going on here, because he's definitely going to be taken out by this Arthur. Boom, and Arthur's down. Yeah, man. Wait, was that the last one? Or is he coming back? Oh, that was the last one. Oh well. 575k, man. huge damage, huge. So man, I know people are like, yo, don't go for Derieri. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But it definitely makes fights like this Howlex, which I know a lot of new players are struggling with, definitely makes it a lot easier, especially if you don't consistently have good co-op people for you that can play with you. And like RNG on the people you play with can be quite annoying, especially some people still don't know how to use Gother correctly. So man, this has been your boy Anecdotal, and if you like this video, man, make sure to like it, share it with anybody from the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross community, and of course, cheers. Don't forget to make yourself known. Comment down below. Peace.